everybody, welcome back to Anchored Life with Kayla. It has been a couple weeks since I have made a video because I've been busy making something else.
It's a baby. You're like the baby.
Yeah, that one. This is Savannah. She is 10 days old right now and just waking up ready to have some milk soon. Other than doing some family photos to leave the house, I haven't really left the house at all. And so today I took my two girls and my mom came with me and we went and did some secondhand baby clothing shopping. I would say it was successful. Look at this huge thing. My baby could get lost in the amount of clothes that I bought. I was just in the basement doing some vacuuming. And while I was downstairs, Sophie organized all the clothes. She said, so mommy doesn't have to. Isn't that so sweet? So I'm not sure how we organize things. I think some white things there, pants together, sleepers together. She had some organizational idea in her head here. Savannah just had a bath. Is there anything better than a clean baby in the clean onesie? My recovery this birth has actually gone way smoother the second time. And maybe it's partly I've done it before, know what to expect. Also, last time I was really sick. It was probably COVID, like right before COVID was a thing. And I also had an eye infection in both of my eyes. Things just went a lot smoother this time and I feel a lot better. And like my body is still different after giving birth than what it was before. Overall, this has been a pretty smooth transition to recovery after giving birth. Tomorrow, Savannah has her first pediatrician appointment. And so we will go see how she is doing. There was a couple little things we were concerned about at the hospital, nothing too serious. So we just want to double check with those things, make sure everything's all good. It's interesting adding a second child, but it is, I think, less of an adjustment than going from 0 kids to 1 kid, because at least like we know what to do with kids, right? And
can we do it?
Yeah, should we read the book now? You gonna come sit next to me? Yeah. The public health nurse brought Savannah a new book, so we are gonna read it. It's called Tap the Magic Tree. I got my girls here. Let's read a little book. There is magic in this bare brown tree. Tap it once. Can you tap it? And now turn the page to see. I know a lot of people share like every single detail about their birth stories online. I'm not gonna do that. 2 reasons. One is that you really don't need to know that. Secondly, I don't like to share birth details with people who haven't given birth yet. When you have women together who have given birth, stories fly and, you know, worst case scenarios pop up and we like to rehash and get into those gory details and like, I don't know, commiserate with each other. But when you have someone who hasn't given birth and is maybe wanting to in the future or will be in the future, I really don't think it's helpful to scare them into knowing what all could go wrong, because realistically there's a lot that could go wrong, but there's also a lot that could go right. And so we don't need to focus on all those possibilities, and sometimes it's better not to know what you're getting yourself into because you know, like, it's going to be a challenge. Giving birth is a challenge. Everyone knows that, but maybe you don't need to be so anxious about certain details that will probably never even happen to you. That is why even when I'm like talking to my friends, I will share different details with friends who have given birth as opposed to ones who haven't, because you know what? They don't need to be fearful. With my oldest daughter, we found out when I was pregnant that we were having a girl, but with Savannah, we did not know until, boop, she popped out. And it was just like a wild experience for them to be like, oh, it's a girl. Like, oh, okay. My mom was 97% sure it was a boy, and I think everybody was like, okay, well, if the grandma says it's a boy, then it must be a boy. My mom was wrong. which is funny because then she had to spend an entire afternoon returning all the boy stuff that she had bought. Hey, Savannah, you tricked Grandma. This was Savannah's first trip to Costco. Slept through the whole thing. She didn't even get any samples. Sophie, did you get a sample?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. We gotta get out of the way here. Let's also watch out for all the cars here. We just had our first family shopping trip to Costco. And it was actually very low stress. Were you stressed, Bruce? A little stressed when he forgot his pin, maybe.
I wasn't stressed, Mama.
You weren't stressed? Were you helping out?
Yeah.
This was a good time to go out all together with Bruce. We just went to Savannah's first pediatrician appointment. Everything was good. The things that we were slightly concerned about are no big deal. Everything's good. So we are very thankful about that. We were a little late for the pediatrician, which I am assuming is normal for people bringing newborns in, because tried to feed Savannah like 20 minutes before we needed to leave, and she was like, nope. And then 2 minutes before we decided to, before we needed to leave, she was like, yeah, now I want it. So I guess that's just life with a baby, right? They do what they want when they want. Doesn't understand time yet. Do you like holding your sister? Yeah, she requested it. Savannah, do you like that too? She's thinking about it, maybe. She looks like she has some gas or something. Let's see, we'll go like this. These little socks are just falling right off of her. Oh, honey. Are you hungry? Again? Is that what you need?
Hey, Mama, look at this.
You got a cold little foot. It's a lot more natural holding onto a baby the second time around after I've done it the first time, because before we had Sophie, I never really held new babies before, so it was a learning adjustment, but it feels a lot more comfortable this time. But I still do, oh, you bump your head? No. I still do need to pull out my baby carrier wrap thing and remember how to wrap it up so I can wear her around the house. Watch a YouTube video to remember how to put it back on. I'll try and do that tomorrow, hey? Look at these little toenails. Look how tiny it is compared to my thumb.
Can I in it?
Now you are. Sophie, what's the best thing about having a sister?
Changing poopy diapers.
That's the best thing? Out of all the things that are your favorite things about Savannah, her poopy diapers are your favorite? Huh. What's your least favorite thing about having a sister?
Snuggling babies.
I think you're confusing the worst and the best.
Yes, no, I'm not.
Best would be like snuggling, and worst would be stinky diapers. The best thing is having snuggles, right? Yeah. I bought this sweater at Marshall's not too long ago. It was on the sale rack, and I thought this would be so convenient for breastfeeding. And so far, I am right. It has been. I've only worn it today, but feeling good about it. Still wearing maternity pants. Things are kind of coming together here. My family is just the cutest. Well, now you've met our newest addition. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel for more updates on cute little baby cuddles. See you soon.